everybody back on the ground.
Say, Bob, am I standing in the right place?
Don't worry, honey. If you're not, they'll move the base. Raquel, on behalf of those assembled here, I'd like to welcome you to our little ready room.
Thank you, Bob. I'm most happy to be here and see all these boys.
They were boys before you came out. Now they're old men.
Bob, are these men really so starved for affection?
Oh. No, they have their sergeants.
Well, why don't we do what Israel does and draft the girls along with the men?
How'd you like our flight from the States, Raquel? Pretty wild, wasn't it?
It really was incredible. A few days ago, I was in a studio in Hollywood doing love scenes with Dean Martin and Jimmy Stewart. And now here I am in Vietnam with you.
How lucky can one girl get? When we snatched you off the lot, you were doing a picture called Bandolero. What's it about?
Well, Bob, I play a young widow who is kidnapped by outlaws.
You're kidnapped by outlaws?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the dum-dum that said that crime doesn't pay? Hey, Jimmy Stewart is great, isn't he?
Oh, yes. And don't forget Dean Martin.
How can I? He leaves a vapor trail. Give us the inside scoop. What do they do when they make a picture with Dean? Lean the camera so it looks like he's standing up?
Bob, that's all publicity. It's just the image he likes to project. You know, like you pretend to be a great lover.
All right, who squealed?
Les Brown. He told me the tiger in your tank was really a pussycat.
Are you going to listen to a man who was turned down for the service because he had 2 left lips? Raquel, you've worked with some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Which one of us is your favorite leading man?
Well, you mean among the young actors like Frankie Avalon or one of the older character types like Paul Newman?
Yeah, well, somebody around the age of old Paul, give or take a couple of hash marks.
Do I have a choice of blonde, brunette, or redhead?
You have a choice of thin, faded, or falling.
That's my only choice?
Either that or you walk home. You can't carry her that far, you fool.
Well, Bob, in that category, my choice is you.
There you are, folks, another unsolicited testimony. They love me in Cameron Bay. They applauded my every move. Honest. Ask Raquel. She was right next to me on the stage. Raquel, anyway, here's the way we all feel about you. You make me feel so young. You make me feel that spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy, ooh, I watch her grin. Make me feel so young. You make me feel there are songs to be sung. Ooh, baby song. Even when I'm old and gray, this is gonna make me gray today. 'Cause you make me feel so young.
Hey, Bobby, here's how you make me feel. You're an older smoothie, sneaky old Frankie. You are a tribute to the magic of Medicare. You're an older smoothie, crafty old bounder. You're such a challenge to the likes of a girl like me.
Shall we? so.
You make me feel so.
Raquel Welch. This is the spot they waited for at every base our finale, or as the GIs called it, 4 hits and a miss.
Yes, this is the cart marshal. Well, what have you got to say for yourself?
Well, this is mutiny, and you'll never get away with it. I have friends in the motor pool.
Stop whining, Bob. We're taking over the show.
Yeah, Bob, you're through. This is girl power.
You must be kidding. They came to see me. I'm the star. They didn't come to see you. Isn't that right, fellas?
Any other questions?
Yeah, where can I find the chaplain?
We don't need you, Bob. We can do anything you can do. Show him, Raquel.
Joy are you, flower seekers. I'm very happy to be here with you tourists. Say, what part of Miami is this? We had a wonderful trip over. I want to tell you the military gave us their VIP plane. It belonged to a 5-star general, Pershing.
How can she look like that and sound like Burl?
Ah, whoop, what a ham. His makeup kit weighs more than he does.
6 hours out, and we had to turn back because he forgot his eyebrow tweezers. Hey, Barbara, how did he get you to go on this trip?
He promised me I'd get to meet royalty. He let me walk his dog, Prince. What about you, Madeline?
He said he showed me the most famous ruin in the world. He gave me a picture of General de Gaulle.
He said he'd introduce me to all the greatest philosophers of the Orient. He took me to a fortune cookie factory.
He told me I'd be treated like a star. I was. He kept peeking into my room with a telescope.
Some king. I'd like to crown him.
Oh, he is related to the nobility.
Really?
Yeah, his great-grandfather was in charge of goose pimples for Lady Godiva.
But he is the greatest comedian in the world.
How do you know?
It says so on his bathrobe.
This is a rough spot in the program for me. I can't figure out if the audience is applauding me or welcoming Raquel Welch on stage.
You and I travel to the beat of a different drum. Oh, can't you tell by the way that I run? Every time you make eyes at me, oh, you cry and you moan and say it'll all work out. But honey child, I've got my doubts. You can't see the forest for the trees. Ah, don't get me wrong, it's not that I'm knocking, it's just that I'm not in the market for a boy who wants to love only me. Yes, and I ain't saying you ain't pretty. All I'm saying is that I ain't ready for any person, place, or thing to try to pull the reins in on me. So goodbye, I'll be leaving. I see no sense in this crying and grieving. We'll both live a lot longer if you're gonna live without me. If you can't live without me. If you think you'll live without me. Oh, yeah.
At least once at every base, we have to get the audience in on the act. Don't just sit there. Get up and wiggle.